What's up out there? How y'all doing? Y'all know what time it is. It's your boy Easy Work Boxing, baby. About to hit you well. But under your feet with this one, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Nobody's talking no racism. I'm going to give it to you 100% the way it's supposed to go in the sport of boxing. That's nobody's talk of racism. You understand me? Now we got to talk about Danny Garcia versus Jose Benavidez. I just watched it, y'all. I just looked up on YouTube. I see that Danny Garcia came out on top. I say that Danny Garcia was going to get beat like a pinata. Y'all know I'm going to come on and tell you the truth on how I feel. And I'm going to tell you the truth even when I'm wrong. Now, to be honest with you, the reason I was wrong because I had to pay attention to the fact of this. Seasoning. Just like when you put it on food, baby. You know what I'm saying? Danny Garcia had seasoning. Jose Benavidez Jr. don't. But I thought Jose Benavidez was gonna go out there and do Danny Garcia real bad. I was expecting Jose Benavidez that fought Terrence Crawford to come out there with more punch output and combinations, but unfortunately, it looked like he wanted to go out there and box with Danny Garcia, and Danny Garcia did a great job outboxing Jose Benavidez. From what I see, I'm looking at the highlights right now as we speak, and he just did a great job on it. It shows that it's levels to the sport of boxing. It shows that also this, I have to say this, about the trainers and the dad situation. Now, I always say this in the sport of boxing, these fathers only can get their children so far. Now, I really can't say about Jose Benavidez because I seen a fighter named Jose Benavidez get knocked out on a 150 knockouts video last night. And I was wondering if that was Jose Benavidez, no father. I don't know if it was or not, but I must say this. Fathers that are trainers are not good for the sons. They have to learn to let their sons go and let their sons go journey on to another trainer who's really boxed. That way they can learn more and they can be a better fighter. The Benavidez brothers, the so-called monster, David Benavidez, they're not going to go that far in the sport of boxing because they're not technical fighters and they have no pedigree behind them. And I know they have been in the amateurs. I know they have fought in the amateurs and sparred a lot of fighters. But when you look at them, you could clearly see the Benavidez brothers have no skills. They're just brute fighters with, a certain talent. They can punch. They are fast-handed. But you clearly see that their father needs to step aside and honestly tell their sons, I want y'all to be great in the sport of boxing. So I'm going to let y'all go to a trainer who can really show y'all different things in the sport because they're not going to make it that far with their father training. Danny Garcia, in my opinion, I'm not going to say he was washed up. I'm not going to say I felt that Danny didn't care that much about the sport of boxing no more, but he went out there and put on a spectacular job against Jose. But the father has to let the son go. You got to let him go be trained by somebody else who's going to show him different and show him technique and show him more. There's a lot of Sean Porter dad is one of them too. And I commend Sean Porter father. Now, to let y'all know this is real talk. Devin Haney's father even did the same thing. Shout out to Bill Haney. Y'all know me and Bill Haney that had problems with each other. But even Bill Haney, a man who led his son, into the sport of boxing, got his son where he is today, stepped aside and let Floyd Mayweather Sr. train his son because he understands that my son can only go so far with what I know. So I have to put him in there with a guy who really has trained a fighter, who's really been in the ring. So he let him go in there with Floyd Mayweather Sr. In my opinion, Sean Porter and many other fathers who train their sons are not willing to let their sons journey off into another trainer's hands to teach them more. And I think that's the problem with the Benavidez brothers, as you see. I think the skill set is very low with them. A lot of people keep screaming for the Canelo Alvarez fight and many more, but I think Canelo will beat David Benavidez. Even though I want the fight, I scream for the fight, but due to the fact that Canelo Alvarez has seasoning, like which I'm telling y'all, I not that I didn't understand, I just thought that Danny didn't have love like that for the sport no more. I thought he was actually gonna get knocked out. But it's seasoning, it's levels. And I don't see any levels in the Benavidez brothers. Tonight, watching the highlights of the fight and watching the rounds as I saw, there's nothing special about Jose Benavidez, and there's nothing special about his brother either. Y'all got to look at and go back to Gabriel before you doubt me. Go back and look at Gabriel fight with David Benavidez. Gabriel is a skill-set fighter that knocked David Benavidez down. So what do you think Canelo Alvarez would do to him? So I can clearly understand why Canelo Alvarez feels and says, you know, y'all go and fight somebody else and y'all make it worth my time to fight you. Because to be honest with you, David Benavidez really doesn't have a resume at all for him to be so-called this Mexican monster. And I'm not bashing him at all. Shout out to my Mexican brothers and sisters. You know, there's no racism on this channel right here. But when it comes to the Benavidez brother, there's no skill set. There's just being, you know, brutes. You know, fast-handed, you know, powerful guys, take nothing away from him. You know, he is a two-time world champion, David Benavidez, but I don't see the skill set anywhere in him. Yeah, I thought Danny was going to lose. I thought Danny was going to lose. I thought Danny didn't have the passion for the sport anymore. But Danny came out there, did a spectacular job from what I seen. Danny moved around the ring. He showed that he can. He doesn't just have to be flat-footed out there. But also, like I said, I'm not going to hold down the fact and forget that Danny Garcia ducked Terrence Crawford at 147. Danny Garcia fought everybody but Terrence Crawford at 147, and he left and he went to go fight at 154. He's saying that he didn't feel good at the weight class and this and that and the other. In actuality, even with the fight that I was watching, I seen nothing spectacular in Danny Garcia. I expect Danny Garcia to lose if he should choose to move up in competition with another 154-pounder. Not saying that at all to be negative or anything towards Danny Garcia, but I seen nothing special from Danny Garcia in this fight. Nothing. I seen some good punches. I seen body punching. And also I wanted to say something about that with the body punch. Danny Garcia punches very hard, so the body punching is a good thing for Danny Garcia, which we should, and I hope to see more of Danny Garcia doing that in the upcoming fights at 154, which he will need to do. Because I seen nothing special in this fight. I seen Danny Garcia beat Danny Garcia. Only thing I seen was good movement from Danny Garcia. I commend him on that, but other than that, it was nothing special. You know, it wasn't the Danny Garcia show, in my opinion, from what I saw. And, you know, Danny Garcia was going to be the gatekeeper of 147, which is why he moved up to 154. He left. He didn't fight Terrence Crawford. And nobody is really talking about that. And I'm not saying that to bash him, but the truth is the truth. He ducked Terrence Crawford at 140. He ran from Victor Postal. Terrence Crawford had to go pick that up and fight Victor Postal. They were at 147. He fought everybody at 147. Left again. Didn't fight Terrence Crawford. So I'm not just saying it to say anything negative or just bash Danny Garcia. The proof is in the pudding. Why is it that you leave the weight class without fighting everybody? You fought Sean Porter. And also, y'all, you're welcome to come on the panel if you want to. That's the link up there. No problem if you want to come up there. Come on here and talk to me, you know, about the fight. But let me go back and I'm still watching some of these highlights. You know I have to turn the volume down because I don't want to get striked. But yeah, I see a lot of movement from Danny, a lot of angles going from Danny. But Jose Benavidez, he was just standing there. You know, not throwing a lot of punches, you know, jabbing every now and then. He getting hit with a lot of punches. You know what, to be honest with y'all, actually, Jose Benavidez's leg, the way he was fighting, it's like it got worse. He didn't even fight this bad versus Terrence Crawford. That was years ago. In what, 2019 or so? Has he been working on his leg? Has he been, you know what I'm saying? Has he been doing a lot with his leg? Because what I'm seeing now, It's like it's got worse. He's not moving a lot. He's not doing anything. But you clearly see that the technical, fundamentals of the Benavidez brothers are not there. It is not there at all. Oh, I'm seeing Danny Garcia push over Jose Benavidez. Jose gets up and push Danny Garcia. I guess that he pushed him because he got that bad leg. But Danny go back to the body, jabbing, head, body. Good movement by Danny Garcia. Yeah, Danny went out there and did his thing. Yeah, I was wrong. You had to be a man that admit when you were wrong. But I thought Jose was gonna go out there and possibly knock him out. I was expecting a different Jose Benavidez. I was a little bit caught up on the Benavidez name. I got to be honest with y'all. I was caught up on the Benavidez name. I was expecting for the older brother, to come out and do damage. But it looked like he wanted to prove to the public that, oh, I can box Danny better than Danny Garcia. And he ended up losing, y'all. He ended up losing bad. But as far as Danny Garcia at 154, I see him not beat nobody. Nobody. This was a fight where both of them moved up to 147. I commend both of them, especially Jose Benavidez. But at 154, Erickson Lubin, a Fundora, Rosario, they will do damage to a Danny Garcia. Gallimore will do damage to a Danny Garcia. But we're going to see in the future what's up with Danny Garcia. I commend him on his win. Take nothing away from Danny Garcia, hell of a fighter. I just felt that, due to the fact that he's, a businessman outside of boxing, that he wasn't going to really care too much, and he was going to, be out there playing and wasn't going to really get to fight that much. So, Danny Garcia came out on top. Jose Benavidez Jr. Also, both of these guys, I really don't see them doing too much at 154. I see both of them possibly getting beat at 154. I don't see them being able to deal with the challenges that's ahead of them at 154. I just don't see it. That's just my opinion. Not to take nothing away from them, What's up with your free mind? Yeah, he looked hella slow. That's what I'm saying. I wasn't impressed with neither one of them. Like I said, in my opinion, both of them get beat up at 154. I didn't see nothing special from Danny. I seen Danny do a lot of good movement. I seen just Danny won by just boxing. Danny didn't really have to do much in this fight, and that's not Danny Garcia's fault. You know what I'm saying? For him having to be a good fighter like that, where he could just move around the ring and just outbox Jose Benavidez like that. But I didn't see nothing spectacular, and I'm expecting, like I said, both of them to lose and later on at 154. Danny Powell, yes, Danny Powell didn't move up with 154. He was catching Jose Benavidez with flush right hands. And I was expecting Danny Garcia to stun him, but it did nothing to him. So, as fighters move up in weight anyway, they lose something, whether it's their speed or their power. So I guess it's looking like Danny Garcia lost his power. Spence about to take over at 154. He stops Bud. I don't see that. I don't see Spence taking over at 154 at all. It's too many high stakes at 154. That's what a lot of people are not understanding about 154. It's not no pushovers at 154. You're gonna really have to come with it at 154. I'm not saying anything negative about Spence. Spence a hell of a fighter, but when he come up there, it's gonna be bigger fighters and a different change of situations going on at 154. I don't think he's just gonna be able to come over there and take over. You got Fondoras, you got a lot of fighters over there. And I'm not saying that Spence can't beat these guys. I'm just saying it's better challenges at 154 for Spence because these guys are actually bigger, and Spence is a big guy at 147. So him moving up to 154, it'll be shall I say that the playing field will be equal. You know, I think bigger guys, you know, because 154 pounds is probably really 160 pounders, but they, you know, come in at a certain weight. You know, but like I said, I was wrong. I expected Danny, you know, to lose this fight. I was expecting Danny Garcia to get knocked out. I wasn't expecting him to go out there and, you know, do his thing like he did. You know, I'm still watching. I'm still continuing to look. They're talking to Tony Harrison right now, another 154 pounder that can box, that has skills. Tony Harrison can beat Jose Benavidez, in my opinion. Just do the skill set. Just do the skill set. Danny Garcia, yeah, Tony Harrison will beat Danny Garcia because, as we just said, Danny Garcia power has not went to 154, which means he can clearly be outboxed, and I think Tony Harrison can do that. I think Tony Harrison can outbox both of those guys. Like I said, it's too much danger at 154. It's a lot of guys at 154 that ain't playing, man. Salute. Danny look good, but Benavidez fights like he's still in the hood. Benavidez has no skill set. That's what I'm saying now. The father got to let him go. Let your sons go. They got to let them go to Robert Garcia. Let your sons go to Robert Garcia and be trained. They have no skill set. They backyard fighters. And I'm not saying that to bash them or anything like that. You know, I'm not saying that to bash them or anything like that, but they backyard fighters to me. I don't see nothing special, you know, with them at all like that. I'm trying to cut this off, y'all. Right there. Yeah, but yeah, I don't see no skill set from them. A lot of people think they're so-called dangerous fighters, but a skill set of boxer will beat the Benavidez brother, y'all.
I'm just going to go in the news ads around the corner, okay?
That's just my opinion of it, but and he's switching from southpaw, he's switching from orthodox to southpaw, and it's doing nothing for him. I like how Danny Garcia keep throwing the body shots though. I never seen Danny Garcia really go to the body like that much. Moving around the ring, bouncing around the ring, Danny moving. I wasn't expecting this from Danny Garcia. I mean, don't get it wrong. You know, Jose Benavidez Jr., you know, he's still landing, you know, jabs, straight right hands, but it just wasn't enough. You know, I think he fights with his emotions or something. That's what it looked like. He don't just really go in there and move how he's supposed to move in a fight off skill set or nothing like that. It's like if you beat me up, then I'm gonna come back with some punches, or if you hit me too much, then I'm gonna avenge the punches that you threw type fighter. He don't look like he just going out there. There's no skill set with these dudes. No skill set with these dudes. You gotta think about it now. I think about this, David Benavidez versus Demetrius Andrade. I thought that David Benavidez possibly had a chance, but he doesn't. If Gavril can knock David Benavidez down, possibly Demetrius Andrade will knock out David Benavidez. And that's just the truth of it. They don't have skills. Teofimo, all these fighters that are trained by their fathers, I salute to y'all. I'm not bashing their fathers in no way, shape, form. You have to let your sons go and go be trained by somebody who is really been in the ring and had skill set. Like Tim Witherspoon said, the guys that catch shots, counter shots, you know what I'm saying? The technique of boxing. He said he missed that. That's what need to be taught to these fighters who have these fathers. These fathers are great fathers. They have took their sons to levels that most fathers would never take. So I never knock them for that. But when your son is in a sport that's as dangerous as boxing, step aside. Stop taking the 10%. Stop being money hungry, in my opinion. Stop being money hungry and step aside and let your son go train with somebody who's been in that sport before, who's been down before, who's been hurt before, who can teach them skill sets, catch and shoots, countering, defense, everything they need to know. Because if you haven't boxed, you can't teach them all that. So stop being greedy and stop being a fame junkie and let your son go be great. That's my opinion of it. You know, some people may take it another way. Some people may say I'm wrong, and I'm just saying I'm talking too much. I don't know what I'm talking about. But if it was me and my son was a boxer, I got him so far. I gotta let him go get trained by somebody who knows skills. Everything that I don't know. What up, Georgia? How you doing, baby? You all right? Just on here talking about the sport of boxing for a minute, y'all. I was wrong. I came back on. I gotta tell y'all. I ain't been too much paying attention to the sport of boxing like that. Y'all know I do better predictions than that. But I was expecting Daniel Garcia to get whooped. And I was wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong. But like I said, you know, you gotta let them go see somebody. You gotta let your sons go see somebody become better than what they are. These dudes are talented fighters. I take nothing away from them, but at the same time, they could even be better or greater fighters if they went and switched up teams and went and found somebody else. That's just how I feel about it. I'm not saying that these dudes can't fight, that fight or nothing, or box or nothing like that. I'm not saying that at all, because they accomplished a lot in their life. But what I'm saying is let them go be great. Let them go find somebody else to teach them more. You know, don't hold them back because you want 10% or want to keep the money in the family. You know what I'm saying? No, don't do it like that. Don't do it like that. But I know y'all been paying attention, but they said the Jake Paul versus Hakeem Rahman fight has been canceled. Sorry to tell y'all that. Me personally, from what I understand, it's either about more money or the fact that Hakeem Rahman is just lazy and he don't want to cut weight. It's one or two factors that's involved in that. One, he's shuffling his cards. He's trying to pull out to get more money, you know, make Jake Paul pay him more money. Or he does not want to make weight. That's the only thing that could be happening in that situation. He's a better brother by far, but his physical attributes and athleticism separates him from his squad position. Yes, he has athleticism. He's fast-handed, but no skill set. No skill set. I think Canelo Alvarez really needs to fight him. Because I think, you know, skills pay the bills, man. And this was proven tonight. This even made me wrong. You see what I'm saying? Skills pay the bills. And I doubted Daniel Garcia, and look what happened. Daniel Garcia has skills to pay the bills, his levels. And I misjudged. Now I thought he didn't care about the sport no more, and look what happened. That's what I'm saying, bro. When he fought Crawford, he was a different animal. Throwing more punches, you know, being more aggressive. He come here with Daniel Garcia, and it look like he's trying to box. Lazy looking, you know what I'm saying, taking shots for no reason. You know, I just didn't like the fight. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't like the fight. I take nothing away from either one of these fighters. like I said, I don't believe they're gonna do. Neither one of these fighters is gonna do nothing at 154. There's a lot of potential fights up there at 154, but I'm not impressed by neither one of them tonight. Like we said, Danny didn't carry that power. Danny is a hell of a fighter, but Danny ain't been doing too much lately. And he ain't going to be doing that at 154, in my opinion. Yeah, my predictions have been hard this year. I ain't been really too much caring about the sport of boxing because, I mean, just look at what happened tonight. Look at this fight. You got a Mexican fighter. You got two Puerto Rican fighters, a Mexican fighter and a Puerto Rican. And look at what happened. Wasn't even really a good fight. I don't see nothing great happening between neither one of them. And they moving up to 154, talking about they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that. I don't see it. I don't think it's gonna happen. He might have took the bag to put Danny back in the light. Probably so. Probably so. And that was the same thing I was saying about the Hakeem Rahman and Jake Paul fight. Everybody looking at it like, oh, these dudes really mad at each other. Man, this is entertainment. These dudes will play angle with each other, whatever, to sell tickets. And y'all seen how rigged the mother fights was with his brother. So ain't nothing, nothing too different going on with them Paul brothers. I salute them, get their money, get that bag, they get their money. But at the same time, y'all can't be serious thinking these dudes could really go out there and beat a professional boxer. The link is up if you want to come on the channel. If you want to come on the channel, the link is up. Yeah, but I see a lot of movement from Danny Garcia. I wonder if they're going to say, he was running. Because it's only different when black fighters do it. When black fighters move around the ring, they call it running. But I see Danny Garcia moving his feet. Is that considered running? He's moving his feet around the ring. He's standing there also in front of him. I'm not saying Danny Garcia is moving the entire fight. What I'm saying is he is using his legs at times. I don't see nothing special from Jose Benavidez Jr. in this fight. Nothing. I don't see nothing special from Danny Garcia in this fight. These two dudes gonna get beat up at 154, y'all. That's just what it is. I don't see nothing special going on with either one of them. I don't see them being great at 154, especially Danny Garcia. Danny basically won his fight really off body shots and just punch output. That's basically how you really just won the fight. Body shots and punch output. He laying some sharp shots over top too. Of course, Danny Garcia gonna do that. Danny Garcia has great time. There's one thing about Danny Garcia, he has great time. But yeah, against another 154-pound, Danny gets beat up. Jose too. Hate to say it, but Jose too. That's what I'm saying. I was expecting a better Jose Benavidez. That's why I was talking the trash I was talking. That's why he gonna knock him out. He gonna knock him out because I'm expecting from the statements they were making. Oh, this has to be a big statement for us. We find Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is a big name, and he go out there and he standing in front of Danny Garcia all night with a high guard. I was expecting more than that. I was expecting him to do more than that. But you know, that's how boxing goes sometimes. They go out there and they get intimidated and they listen to the fighter say, I'm a better boxer, I got more skills than you, and they go out there and they do the same thing, you know, what Canelo did against Mayweather. So, you know, a lot of people gonna get on, they gonna say this and that about this video, about what I'm saying about the fathers, but it's true, man. Let your sons go be great. Let them go and let them go, you know, journey off and find them another trainer and become greater fighters than what they are. But that's all it's gonna do, is gonna help them. Instead of you trying to take the 10% or trying to take the fame as the head trainer, you know, allow them to go be better than where they are. And that's what I would do as a father, you know, if I was a trainer. But that's just my opinion of it. Everybody else, you know, they got their own. Yeah, all I see Jose Benavidez doing is just throwing his jab. Right after he throw, he come with a right hand every now and then. Most of the time, he in a high guard, uh, not being aggressive, standing there shaking his head, uh, doing more taunting than he doing fighting. Danny Garcia taunting him as well, licking his tongue out at him, moving around the ring, which he should be doing because he ain't really doing nothing. But you know, I just had to get on here tonight, y'all. I wanted to give my 2 cents of what I saw in the fight. I was wrong. You know, Danny Garcia did not get knocked out. Danny Garcia came out on top, did a lot of movement, working from angles, throwing body punches. He did a hell of a job tonight. But I don't see him doing anything spectacular at 154. Neither do I see Jose Benavidez Jr. doing anything special at 154. But we'll see what's next up for these guys. And shout out to Danny Garcia. I hope to see the best or whoever he fight next. I'd love to see him versus Erickson Lubin or, you know, Rosario or Gallimore. There's some names up at 154. That's what people are forgetting. But, you know, let me know how y'all feel about it in the comment section. I thank y'all for y'all love and y'all support. This your boy Easy Work Boxing. I'm out.